Chapter 861. The ape let out a howl. The energy waves from this deafening cry nearly caused some people to keel over immediately. Everyone's expression shifted, trembling in the face of the ape. The three sanctuary-level cultivators had barely been able to survive a single blow from this beast. What hope was there for the rest of them? At the same time, the giant ape had started pouncing on the rest of the crowd. The adventurers scattered like mice, oblivious to the other beasts. Just then, however, Sheldon got to his feet and roared, "Nobody runs. We're fighting this beast together." The crowd was shocked, but Kex also stood up and wielded his cutlass at the crowd menacingly. "I'll kill anyone who tries to run. Now fight this beast." Everyone else gasped. These sanctuary-level cultivators were using them as fodders. One of the adventurers sensed that something was off and took off running. Kex swung his cutlass, killing the adventurer promptly. The crowd was shocked. No one could believe that a sanctuary-level cultivator would do something like that. Gobu piped up then. "Get the monster and hold it down." He began drawing runes in the air. A powerful spiritual pressure rose from his body, and it was clear he was preparing for a rather powerful spell. Under Kex and Sheldon's threats, the adventurers had no choice but to grit their teeth and charge at the giant ape. Of course, the ape's power was far from what they were capable of handling. Within seconds, several adventurers were killed and a dozen hurt. There were other beasts as well, but the crowd had no choice but to fight on with their lives. Just then, Kex's gaze fell on Wilbur and the rest, and he shouted in the middle of a fight, "What the hell are you doing standing there for? Go!" Cameron and the rest went pale in the face. What difference was there between fighting a beast like that and just walking straight into a death trap? Yet if they refused, they would suffer the same fate as the adventurer who tried to run just now. All at once, Cameron and Dawson fell into a terrible dilemma. The giant ape was still charging around blindly, while Kex and Sheldon joined forces to lead the adventurers in a battle to the death. Gobu continued drawing his runes, spiritual energy rumbling over his body. Dawson hesitated. "What are we going to do?" "Nothing. They can all die for all I care," said Wilbur coldly. Cameron looked at him anxiously. "Do you think we'd be able to live if they were all dead?" "You don't have anything to worry about as long as I am here," said Wilbur calmly. "How am I supposed to not worry? We have 3 sanctuary-level cultivators and none of them is any match for that stupid ape," said Cameron. Just then, the ape sent a few adventurers flying as it let out a cry of agony. At the same time, Gobu's spell was finally complete. He put his palms together, crying out, "Thor's signal." A huge bolt of lightning came down from the sky, striking the ape squarely on its body. The ape let out an enraged cry, losing its footing. It recovered the next second, crying out again as it charged towards Gobu. The crowd closed their eyes in despair. Gobu's spell had been immensely powerful, but it did not hurt the ape in the slightest. Gobu himself was spooked too, scampering up to Wilbur and the rest while shouting, "Hold that monster down for me." The ape was already charging over. Cameron and the other turned pale at the sight. With their level of power, they would be dead even if they were to join forces. Catherine was trembling all over, her eyes tightly shut in terror. Just then, Wilbur gripped his thunder cleaver and ran toward the ape. "No! Watch out!" Cameron shouted in a panic. Wilbur had already raised the thunder cleaver then, the blade ablaze with spiritual flames and roaring thunder. A deafening sound cut through the air. The thunder cleaver struck the ape's body. Wilbur's body was sent flying backward from the impact of the blow. He landed on his feet next to Cameron. The ape swayed, and a large wound appeared on its shoulder, which began to bleed profusely. Despite the fact that the wound was considered a minor injury to the ape, Wilbur's attack was powerful enough to shock everyone. The 3 sanctuary-level cultivators had not even been able to pierce the giant ape's defenses. However, Wilbur's attack had also enraged the ape.